Hundreds of protesters marched toward the presidential palace in Sudan's capital Khartoum on Thursday, chanting freedom, peace and justice and demanding President Omar al-Bashir's resignation. Bashir took power in a 1989 coup and has ruled with an iron fist since then.
If you're an autocrat, it's very convenient to violate human rights. It's the way you stay in power. It's the way you fill up your bank account. It's the way you pay off your cronies. So there are reasons why governments want to violate human rights.
Human Rights Watch notes that voters in Malaysia and the Maldives ousted their corrupt prime ministers. Armenia's prime minister stepped down amid massive protests over corruption. And Ethiopia, under popular pressure, replaced a long abusive government with a prime minister who embarked on an impressive reform agenda. Ruling with an iron fist is harder in a Western democracy, but some global developments, including mass migration, have spurred populism and given rise to authoritarian leaders such as Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban and Polish President Andrzej Duda. People in both countries have reacted against what they saw as an attack on freedoms. In the United States, the report says, voters rejected fear-mongering policies by President Donald Trump.
If you look around the world, there is pushback at the popular level, too. I mean, even in the United States, the midterm elections were a big rebuke to Trump's divisive policies. So a lot of this is bottom-up, but it's also top-down. It's also governmental leaders who say democracy, human rights, the rule of law, these are important.
Germany, Denmark and Finland stopped arms sales to Saudi Arabia following the killing of Saudi writer Jamal Khashoggi. But the news is not all good. The report says human rights abuse has worsened in China, where 1 million Uyghur Muslims have been detained for so-called re-education.
Now, if any other country were doing this, it would be an outrage. But China, because of its economic clout, has been getting away with this.
Human Rights Watch says conflicts in Syria, Yemen, Myanmar and elsewhere enable authoritarian rulers to commit large-scale atrocities against civilians caught in the middle. Zlatica, Hoke, VOA News, Washington.